UFC 299.
Yeah.
We have got a stacked card, and we wanted to hop on here real quick, give you some of our thoughts, and make some predictions on the 5 main card fights, and give you all our predictions of what we think fight of the night's going to be. Just kind of like a little like pre-show to this fight coming up tonight. This one's stacked.
Stacked.
All 5 fights on the main card, stacked.
Mm-hmm.
All 5 of the prelims,
dude,
stacked.
Prelims are huge, honestly.
Prelims are huge, you know. And then even what's the other one? What do they call that? Early prelims. Early prelims. I think there's only one on there that might be good.
Really?
But yeah, I mean, so we're just gonna we can start with the prelims, I guess.
Yeah.
And just like mention the prelims. I gotta write my notes down.
Is Cody Garbrandt on these prelims?
No.
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 Maybe that's 300.
Yeah. So the preliminary card, you're gonna have Curtis Blades, and then Gelton Almeida. Yeah, I don't really know him. I know Curtis Blades.
The one I have circled is the RDA fight. Rafael Dos Anjos.
Yeah,
that fight's going to be the best fight on the prelims, in my opinion.
Yeah, and then we have a really good women's fight, too. You have Caitlin Chukagian and Macy
Barber. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Macy Barber's kind of coming off of a few losses there.
Yeah, she's young, though.
She is, and I like watching her fight. She's really cool. And then Pedro Munoz is fighting.
Yeah.
He's fighting Kyler Phillips. Prelims are going to be good.
Yeah.
You know, even if you don't buy the fights, like you're still going to enjoy 8 to 10 good fights.
100%.
You know, from 8 to 10, you're going to enjoy 5 really good fights.
Yeah. And Pedro Munoz was Cheeto's last fight.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So we're going to move in straight into the main card here. We're going to go from the 5th fight and work all the way up to the main event. The 5th fight's going to be, it's Petr Yan, right?
Petr Yan.
That's how you say it. Yeah. Petr Yan and Song Yadong.
That's right, dude.
And that's the battle of the communists.
It is.
That's Russia versus China.
Yeah, it really is.
They're both some dogs. Peter's coming off of a loss, right?
3 losses.
3 losses.
3 losses.
Coming off of 3 losses.
3 losses.
And I know Yadong is coming off of. He's on like a 2-fight win streak.
2-fight win streak. Yep.
2-fight win streak. So that's gonna be a crazy one.
That's gonna be a crazy fight, and I honestly have Song Yadong for that fight.
You do?
I do.
All right, so
I really do.
We agree on that one.
Yeah.
I was like watching like highlights of. I don't have to watch highlights of Petr Yan. I've seen him fight a bunch.
Yeah.
But I had to watch fights of
Song Yadong. Yeah.
And I was watching him and was just like, dude, this guy's a machine.
Yeah. No, he's no joke, man. I mean, on the streak the tear he's on right now, I think he can definitely move up in that bantamweight division with this fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think so too. But yeah, I think it's. I think the last loss Yadong had was Sandhagen.
That makes sense, dude. Sandhagen's a dog.
Yeah, in 2022.
Yeah.
So it's been that long since he's lost a fight.
Yeah. No, I mean 2 years is pretty good.
Yeah. Which, granted, I think he's only fought 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. Since then.
But he's only getting like big fights now.
Yeah.
So like he's starting to get tested.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
We both taking Yadong.
Yadong, dude.
Taking Song Yadong for that fight. All right, next up, you got Gilbert Burns and Jack Della Maddalena.
Maddalena, yeah.
I've never really watched Maddalena fight.
So, Maddalena is a dog. Maddalena's last fight was against Kevin Holland, and he beat Kevin Holland.
But also, Kevin Holland took that fight on short notice, right?
He did that. He did not have a full camp for that fight.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, and Gilbert Burns is coming off a loss against Belal Muhammad. So, Belal Muhammad. But I like Gilbert Burns.
I like Gilbert Burns, too.
I like Gilbert Burns. So, I would like to hope Gilbert Burns is going to come out with a dub for that one. But we'll see. We'll see, because, I mean, they're both there in that welterweight division, and that division is stacked. So
it is stacked.
Like, that's probably the hardest division in my opinion.
Yeah, and I feel like this is Maddalena's like
test.
Real test.
Yeah.
This is his test.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't supposed to fight Kevin Holland.
Yeah.
Kevin Holland just took the fight.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a test, but also it's kind of like you beat him, but he didn't have a full camp.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're gonna get tested, it's like you got to be like, all right, you get a full camp, you get a full camp.
Yeah.
Here's your test.
Yeah. Give Kevin Holland 6 months, not 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know
we'll see how that fight goes.
Exactly.
You know, but I'm with you. I'm going Gilbert Burns on that one.
100%.
Gilbert Burns, I've watched him fight. He's an animal.
Yeah,
he's an absolute animal. He can strike. He's Brazilian. He'll get on the ground with you and roll and pressure you and smother you to the point you're just done.
Even like the Kamzat fight with Gilbert Burns. Like Gilbert Burns was his true test to be like, are you legit or not? You know what I mean? And he gave him a hell of a fight.
Yeah, he did.
So I really think Gilbert can pull out a win here, and I think he has a good heart. I like who he is as a person, and I really think that he deserves it. But who am I to say that? Because I don't know. Yeah. But I really do want Gilbert Burns to win too.
Yeah, I'm with you. So we're both taking Burns on that one. Now is
when we start to disagree.
Yeah, now is we're gonna disagree.
Yeah.
So the next one on the card, we're going with Kevin Holland versus Michael Page. This is Michael Page's UFC debut, coming from Bellator, coming up to the UFC. His first real deal fight in the UFC is against a dog, Kevin Holland.
Yeah, yeah.
It's going to be, this one, to me, I'm going to put this as fight of the night.
Yeah, I really do agree with that.
I think this will be fight of the night because they are both, if you've never seen Michael Page fight, which is very likely because Bellator doesn't get a lot of notoriety or looks at it, he is a showman.
Yeah.
Just like Kevin Holland is.
Yeah.
They're both talkers. Yeah. They both love to put on a show in the octagon. I think it's going to be so entertaining.
I agree.
And they're both just well-rounded fighters.
They are very well-rounded fighters. I think that Kevin Holland can stand with the best of them, but if they go to the ground, I think MVP's got a little bit of a leg up on him.
I think so too. That's true.
So we'll see what happens there. I mean, they're both Izzy imitators. You know what I mean? They're both very animated. They like to talk shit. So I think it's going to be a super fun fight. I want O'Malley and Chito Vera. I want that to be fight of the night. But I think this is a good contender and could very likely be the fight of the night.
I think so too. I'm gonna cast my vote as that being fight of the night.
Yeah.
And it may be controversial, but I'm taking Kevin Holland. I'm gonna take the experience over the hype.
Yeah, I get it, dude. I'm gonna take Michael Venom Page.
Okay.
That's me though. So
we got MVP for you, and I'm taking Kevin Holland. So there's the first disagreement.
And that's the main reason we wanted to get this out today, so we could call the predictions before the fight. That way, we can start talking some ish when it comes to tomorrow.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. So next fight is going to be another great fight.
It is going to be a great fight.
I mean, all these fights are great fights, but this one's going to be great because, and it's going to hurt me to say my prediction when we get to it, but you got Dustin Poirier versus Benoit Saint Denis.
Yeah.
And both of these guys, Dustin Poirier, you don't even have to give him a resume.
No,
he just has his resume.
Yeah.
Dude has fought every legend in the sport. Has stood toe to toe with every one of them.
Yeah.
Won some, lost some.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
He is coming off of that TKO loss from Gaethje. But still, it's like it's Justin Gaethje, and that fight was incredible.
Yeah.
That was an incredible fight.
It was a great fight.
But Benoit, I was watching him from his first fight to his most recent fight. I think his last fight, he knocked Homie out with a head kick in like the first round.
Really?
It was either that fight or the fight before he knocked Homie out with a head kick.
Really?
Yeah. And he's incredible on the ground, but his striking was kind of lackluster when he first got into the UFC.
Yeah.
The more he progresses, the better he's getting at striking. So it's kind of like, oh shit, he's kind of on a roll right now.
Yeah. To
the point to where Dustin might be in some trouble here.
I know. Momentum's definitely a thing when it comes to fighting.
And
losing's definitely a thing when it comes to fighting.
Yeah.
Kamaru Usman, Conor, all these people, the top dogs, whenever you get a couple losses under your belt. Piotr Jan, same thing.
Yeah.
Like, you lose, and then it's like where you got to find that confidence back. But Poirier's only lost one fight, so it's like the time is now for him.
Yeah.
Time is also now for Saint Denis. You know what I mean?
This is a huge test for Benoit. It's a huge test. This is a legend he's going up against. You know. Plus, I mean, Dustin Poirier is just. I don't think he really gets in his head about a lot of this shit.
I don't either.
You know what I mean? He is just a tough SOB.
Yeah, and a good dude.
And he is a good dude.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
Louisiana boy. Yeah.
So yeah, with all that being said, I'm gonna take Saint Denis to beat Poirier.
Dude.
And it hurts to say it because I love Dustin Poirier.
Oh man, I gotta go with the diamond, dude.
All right,
I gotta go with Dustin.
Right, we're not going to disagree on any of these fights either. We're not going to agree on any of these fights. We agreed on the first couple, but now it's just like, no, we're on opposite camps right here. All right, so that's the second to last fight, the co-main event. Now we're on to the main event. Bantamweight title on the line here. You got Sean O'Malley defending his title against Chito Vera.
Dude, son, Sean O'Malley's one loss.
And it's a loss.
It's a loss.
I know he always holds up to 0 whenever they say the one loss.
Because his ankle was hurt.
Yeah, but it's a fight.
You're right. No, I mean, the loss that Conor lost to Poirier when his freaking leg broke, it's a loss.
It's a loss, you know. Anderson Silva, Chris Weidman.
Loss, yeah.
Loss, you know what I mean? It just happens in the sport.
It does.
You know, you check a leg kick or you throw a kick incorrectly and then you fuck yourself. Like he said, his nerves were just, he couldn't feel it. Like he would walk on it and it'd just roll.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is what it is. You did lose that fight, but I will say up until that point, it was very even.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They were both exchanging. They both looked really good. I would have liked to seen nobody get hurt.
Yeah, same.
Or, you know, obviously they're getting hurt, but
No,
like not to the point to where it's
though.
like, a true fight to where like nobody's, you know, impeded by that injury.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a good fight, and like you said, this one has potential to be fight of the night.
It does, and because of that loss, it's built to this. Like Cheeto's definitely jumping ranks here. You know, he's on a 1-fight win streak. You know, he just beat Pedro Munoz. He lost last year to Corey Sandhagen, who's a dog, but that's why I really want to give the upper hand to Sean, is because Chito is a great fighter. He's also a family guy. I really like him. But with what Sean has actually done, not only what he brings to the sport, all the eyes he brings, but how impressive he actually is. And he's not just this colorful haired dude. He beat Petr Yan and then didn't even go the distance, knocked out Aljamain Sterling for the belt. This is his first title defense against the guy he has a loss against. I think Sean could show up and go crazy here.
Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't get in his head. You don't see Sean O'Malley get in his head that often.
I know.
Like, he talks a bunch of crap, but he gets in the ring and he's very
He backs
composed.
it up.
He does.
He's always backed it up.
He always has.
You know, it's kind of like Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor talked a whole lot.
Yeah.
But you could never say he never backed it up.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
He was the number one in the sport for years.
I know. Then he made too much money and didn't have a reason to fight. He doesn't need to fight anymore. He's loaded.
Yeah, which does piss me off. You need to fight Chandler, Conor.
Yeah, dude, I agree. I 100% agree.
Absolutely. Give Chandler a shot, because that guy's that's like one of my favorite fighters right now. I love him. Nashville boy.
Yeah, I get it, dude.
But with all that being said, to me, I think Sean has too much hype. For some reason, whenever fights like this happen, I've seen it happen time and time again, especially with all of our Nigerian champions.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, Kamaru Usman, Izzy Adesanya. I mean, you also got Francis Ngannou. It always happens. Yeah. For some reason, it's just the hype just gets too big.
Yeah.
And everybody sleeps on this other guy.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I'm taking Chito in the main fight.
Yeah. No, I gotta go Sean, dude. I mean, this is his first title defense. He has scratched, bite, and clawed his way up here and earned his name. I really like him. He's a great friend of the Noak boys. He's done so much for the UFC. I don't think it's over yet. If it goes to decision, I think it's going to be some BS, and they'll probably give Sean the fight just because of what he does for the UFC. I really hope there's a knockout so he actually proves himself here.
Yeah.
So, but that's my take on it. I'm going to have to give it to Sean.
Yeah. I see it both ways. I really do, but I think Chito is gonna shock the world a little bit tonight.
We'll see.
You know?
We'll see.
But again, if Sean wins, if it's a decision, if it goes to decision, Chito is gonna have to do like 50. He's gonna have to win by like 55%. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or win by 5%.
Yeah. He has to take the title.
Yeah, you have to take the title. Yeah. If you're not gonna knock him out or finish him, like you have to make it apparent that you beat him.
Exactly.
You know,
100%.
because if there's any sort of like evenness to it, they're going with him. Because then it also sets up round 3.
Yeah, it does.
In the future.
It does.
So yeah, those are our predictions for UFC 299. Just to go right back through it, for me, I'm going with Song Yadong over Petr Yan. I'm gonna go with Gilbert Burns over Madalena.
Same.
I'm gonna go Holland over Page.
Going Michael Venom Page.
I'm gonna go Saint Denis over Dustin Poirier.
Dustin.
And then I'm going to go Chito Vera over Sean O'Malley.
Sugar Sean, baby.
with fight of the night being Kevin Holland and Michael Page.
I still don't have I don't have a lock in. I really want it to be the main event, but I don't have a lock in. But just to throw it out there, I want to say that the main event's going to be fight of the night.
All right.
Throw it out there just to defer, I guess.
Yeah, I got you. Well, there it is, boys and girls.
Yeah.
We got our predictions in.
Mm-hmm.
Stay tuned for upcoming podcasts. We'll go over whether we were right or wrong.
Yeah, and leave a comment. If we're going to upload this today, so you are seeing it today. Leave a comment on who you think's crazy between us two, who you want to win, or who you know is a for sure lock-in. If you want to hit those parlays tonight, who are you picking? Who are your 5? Because we want to know too. We both want to know if anyone else agrees with us. I know that's for sure, to help out our egos a little bit. but yeah, no, leave a comment below. Hit that like button. If you're seeing this on Instagram, hit that follow. If you're seeing this on YouTube, please subscribe. We got plenty of content coming up. We got the new studio ready to go.
Yes, we do.
So, and that's it. UFC 299. Let's get it.
Let's go.
All right, dude. Let's do it again.